Hey everyone, my name is Amanda Green. I wanted to quickly go over what I put in my visual for my presentation. The topic that I chose was profanity in our language and culture. What I looked over was how profanity over the years has changed, and I found a chart that actually had two charts involved, and it showed the difference in the use of profanity over the last 18 years or so. It shows from 1986 till 2014. And it goes through almost every swear word and just how certain swear words have really grown or increased in use over those years, and how some of them maybe have grown a little bit, a few haven't increased at all, and some actually decreased in the use over those years. And the second chart that was involved was a chart that showed the difference in each swear word and the use in males and females. And honestly, it didn't shock me, but it shows that men use profanity more than women. There were two words that women tend to use a little bit more than men. One was the phrase, oh my God, and the other was the word damn. Other than that, the rest of them were really, males really dominated those swear words over women. The first chart that I was talking about with the swear words, there were some of the words, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to use them, so I'm not going to, but some were very, it didn't shock me that they had increased so much over the years, but some of them that hadn't increased at all actually really shocked me, so I hope that you take a minute to look at the visual to kind of see what those words were. When I was looking at what researchers thought about swearing, whether it was good, bad, what they had to say about it, a lot of researchers felt that swearing was actually a benefit in people's lives because it shows the real emotions and feelings that people feel. So, for example, when we are in a situation and we swear, it shows how we truly feel versus using lighter words or non-swear words that maybe doesn't really emphasize our feelings as much as what swearing was. There is a video in the visual that actually kind of goes over an example that I found on a website as well, and it's sorry, it's this experiment that was done, and it shows, or it was bringing people together, and they had to put their hands in a ice bucket, and one group was allowed to swear if needed, and the other group was told not to swear. And what was found was that the group that could swear while keeping their hands in the bucket actually kept their hands in longer than those who couldn't swear. And not that we're saying swearing is okay in those situations, but researchers find that maybe it helps people get through certain situations easier than not swearing. Another thing that was found that I found kind of funny and interesting at the same time was a family posted something on the Washington Post, and it was this family, the parents were Jeff and Amy, and they had a son named Malcolm, and he is autistic. And one day the parents received a call from Malcolm's school saying that he had sworn in class. And so the parents, like most parents, sat down with Malcolm and they tried to explain to him that swearing wasn't okay and that what he said he shouldn't have said. But because of Malcolm's disability, he fails to understand why the swear word and swearing in general was wrong. And so Jeff and Amy, after a long time of trying to convince Malcolm that what he did was wrong and failing to do so, they decided to teach Malcolm the swear words, the meanings, and the definitions. And which this kind of shocked me because as the oldest of 12 siblings, this isn't my go-to. I wouldn't sit down with my siblings and tell them all the swear words and what the meanings were, because as parents, as older siblings, we tend to teach our kids that swearing is wrong. But After this family sat down with their son and decided to teach him the meanings and the definitions of each swear word, they never received a call from Malcolm's teachers. So maybe it did work for him. You know, it might not work for everyone, but in some cases, I guess as parents, we make the call that we need to. But the findings that I found, profanity has definitely increased in use over the years. Certain words have increased more than others. We are seeing that children are learning from parents or older siblings, swearing, how to use those swear words, and because of this, our children are getting maybe more in trouble at school or in sporting events. But it is hard as parents, older siblings, teachers, educators in general, to teach children that swearing is bad and then turning around and doing what we're teaching them not to do. And so either we need to stick with our beliefs that swearing is bad and follow through with that ourselves, or really sit down with our kids and explain to them, you know, when swearing is appropriate, what words should or should not be used, and maybe even how to use them. It's really kind of in your hands as the parents what to do, but the findings are interesting, and it's showing that because profanity has become something that we do on a pretty daily basis, that we need to kind of teach our kids the appropriate words or phrases to use in their language and culture. And of course, every culture has different swear words. Over the years, certain swear words, have a different meaning. And the video that I had inputted in my visual kind of goes over that as well. So I hope that you take the time to review my visual. It was fun finding videos, pictures, and some of the information for this topic, as honestly it's something that I use quite often in my day, profanity. So it was fun to kind of see just how it's changed over the years. So I hope you enjoy the visual, and thank you for listening.